Hello and welcome to Rathods Science Academy. Today in this session we are going to see current affairs of 17th November 2024. Actually today is Sunday. There are nothing much merry articles which are relevant from our examination point of view because there is no editorial page, there is no text and context, there is no opinion page. So what are the articles which are relevant from our examination point of view? We are going to see that articles. Okay, see this image guys. So what is this image is about? Vote voice. Something is written here, something is painted. Vote voice. Okay, my vote voice. Okay, so what is this painting is about? It is about elections. Okay, can we take as example of awareness about elections to voters, right? Okay, so from which subject we can say this? Elections comes under which subject? Governance and polity. Okay. It is talking about election awareness. Okay, so from which subject you can say? From GS paper to under polity and also from GS paper to under governance part. So which is the body taking care of elections in our country? Okay, Election Commission of India. So can you tell me like which articles are related to Election Commission? Yes, very good. Article 324 talks about this Election Commission of India. So can you tell me what are the roles and responsibilities of Election Commission of India? Yeah, okay. First one is free and fair elections. Next. Okay, electoral rules. Okay, next. Deciding of date. Yes. Deciding of dates. And also election commission will be allotting symbols to the political parties. Okay. Election symbols. Next. Huh? Parties? I didn't get you. Okay, deciding of parties. Okay, next. Deciding of party whether it is a national party or state party. Next. What about model code of conduct? Is it the responsibility of ECI to implement this model code of conduct? Yes. Okay, apart from this, even election awareness is also very important function of ECI. So this image is saying that Election Commission Voter Awareness Program. So actually students, they went for painting on a wall in Palakkad as a part of Election Commission's Voter Awareness Program. So here, if you see this image, you can understand that. So one way where Election Commission is using to create awareness is through paintings on wall. So apart from this, can you tell me like what are the programs came up by Election Commission of India till now for awareness of elections? Come on, think and tell me. So in this way, you will be getting questions. So what is the role of Election Commission in enhancing voter awareness? Come on. It may be a 10-marker question, guys. Schools and colleges, why? Why schools? Only the people who got 18 years of age, they will be participating in elections, not school guys. Okay, colleges. Okay, apart from this. So whenever we want to give awareness, can we celebrate any days? What is the date of National Voters Day? January 25th. Okay, next apart from this. Come on, think. You're getting connected. Very good. Think, think. Yes, my vote, my right. Okay, next. Any social media awareness programs? Can you tell me some examples of that programs led by ECI? Have you heard this sweep, SVEEP sweep program? Okay. So here in this article, you have to know about especially what are the voter awareness programs came up by ECI till now. because you need to have that awareness, guys. Okay, the implementation of voter education program is also one of the responsibility of ECI, apart from ensuring free and fair elections. Okay, so actually here these kind of awareness programs will be conducted by ECI to educate citizens about their voting rights, and people, they have to understand their importance of their vote, of casting of vote, etc. And whenever people know about the importance of elections and importance of voting, then only they will be participating in elections, and they will be involving in informed choices during elections. Those people, they will be electing the people who they feel right. Okay, let us see the programs till now. What are the things conducted by ECI regarding voter awareness? First one is sweep, write down this. Systemic Voter Educational Electoral Participation, sweep program. So when this came up by ECI in year 2009, and sweep, it is ECI's flagship program for voter education and as well as voter awareness and as well as participation of voters. So what are the objectives of the sweep? The first one is they want to increase voter turnout. So can you tell me what is the average voter turnout recently in the state of AP or in the state of Telangana? Around 70. So why there is very less voter turnout? If everyone is participating, we will be having 100% voter turnout. So especially in some states, there is less than 60% of voter turnout. Why? Migration. Apart from this, so migration is one problem. Next, so yeah, negligence. So in which areas we will be having voter turnout more? In rural or in urban areas? In rural areas, the voter turnout will be very high. Especially in the rural areas, they will be going and they will be standing in the queues from morning 5, 6 like that. But that is not the thing we see in the urban areas. So in urban areas, people will think that I got one day holiday, I'll be enjoying with my family like that. They will be not coming outside. Okay. Yes, even elections is considered as celebrating festivals because the people from different areas, they will be coming and meeting and they will be having social gatherings at that time. Okay. So here actually one important objective of this sweep program is to increase voter turnout and as well as to promote ethical voting, and even they ensure inclusivity by targeting especially marginalized groups like youth, women, persons with disabilities and as well as first time voters. So in these vulnerable areas, they will be especially focusing under the sweep. So actually you may also get question regarding sweep. I think in 2017 or 18, there was a question regarding sweep in your prelims. Okay, so the next important, okay. So what are the activities under this sweep? So they will be going for mass media campaigns, like they may be using like TV, radio, social media or any newspapers, so that they will be creating awareness. And next one is they will be also going for grassroots level programs like street plays and nataks or rallies, etc. And they will be also setting up voter awareness forums, especially in education institutions, government offices and some corporates. And the next important one here is National Voters Day. Every year we'll be celebrating this National Voters Day on January 25th, and especially on that day we will show the awareness to the people regarding the importance of voting. Especially on that day we will recognize the first time voters and we will distribute voter ID cards for the new people, and we will be motivating citizens to enroll and to participate in these elections on this day. And third one here is ECI also coming up with some online tools and resources. First one is voter helpline app. So in this app, it will be providing information for voter registration and regarding polling stations and electoral rolls, etc., so that they can check their enrollment status of the citizens. And next one here is the second important portal, that is National Voter Service Portal. And this portal is focusing on voter registration, as well as if you want to correct any details, you can go through this online portal and you can correct the details. And next one is they're also doing some online or social media campaigns like using of Facebook, Twitter, everything. Okay, so these were the some steps taken by the ECI for promotion of voter awareness. Okay, see this article. 650 police commandos join NSG's exercise. Tell me what are the keywords? NSG. What is this NSG? National Supply Group. What is this? National Security Guard. Very good. Next. Next. It is National Security Guard. It is not that NSG. We are not in the part of. Okay. So here from which subject you will be seeing? From GS paper 3 under internal security. So what is the important role of this NSG in our country? NSG, National Security Guard. That means they will be guarding regarding exactly what? Which kind of security threats? Uh, Terrorism. They deals with terrorism. Okay, so now actually why it is in news, because now here we are going to have 2-week National Security Guard exercise. So we are going to have 2 weeks of National Security Guard exercise. So this exercise is focusing on counter-terrorism and counter-IED operations. So what is IEDs? IED. What is I? Not international. Not Indian. They are relating explosive devices. So can you tell me some examples of explosive devices? Bombs? Tell me. Not mining. So tell me what is it? RDX? Next. So don't you watch movies? Next. So write down the list of examples of IEDs. Okay, so actually this 2 weeks exercise is focusing on especially counter terrorism and as well as to counter these kind of explosive devices. So can you tell me how this groups they will be identifying these explosive devices? For example, if you are getting any information regarding there is going to be bomb blast, so how this will be going to be chased by our security forces? Bomb detectors. Next. Metal detectors are next. Dogs are next. Next. What they'll do? What is that investigation process? How? NIA. Okay, next. Okay, so tell me here, this exercise is focusing on counter-terrorism, and next one is you are also focusing on counter-IED operations. So what might be there in this IED operations? What might be doing they? What might be they doing in this IED operations, counter-IED operations? So in this exercise, at least guess. What they will be doing in this exercise? They will be training dogs. They will be increasing the skill of the people. Next, what they can do? For example, you are head of that NSG. Now what you will be focusing in this exercise? Why you will be conducting this kind of exercise? So you already read about different kind of maritime exercises between the countries, or like defense exercises, army exercises, naval exercises, air force exercises. What they'll be doing in that kind of exercises? Technology transfer, technology showcase. Next. Come on, next. Come on, guys. Uh, Next. Ravi? No idea, Ravi? Don't you watch movies? Yes? Then tell me. Okay, actually this exercises included teams from the various states, and they are focusing on especially increasing of coordination and increasing of skill in the joint operations, especially aligning with Ministry of Home Affairs directive. So it is not at all related to Ministry of Defense once again. It is again related to Ministry of Home Affairs. So Ministry of Home Affairs is having lot amount of duties compared to that of Ministry of Defense. So here they will be dealing with whatever the security threats which are present inside our country. So Ministry of Defense will be focusing on only our border areas. Okay, now let us see the important details that you have to see from this article. The first one here is we are focusing on our enhanced readiness. So especially participation of more than 650 commandos in this exercise, which shows that we are especially committed to our national security and as well as our preparedness against terrorism. And especially this exercise, it is a very large scale exercise. That means especially we are focusing on training of our security forces against this potential threats. We don't know like in which area we are going to have this kind of terror threat, right? That one is very important. We are focusing on national security, first important keyword, and next one is training of our security forces against this potential terror threats. And second one is here we are focusing on interagency collaboration. So multiple states are involving here. Commanders from multiple states are participating. And next one here is even CAPF is also participating. That means we need collaboration between the different organizations, and as well as we are focusing on teamwork, and as well as we need proper cooperation between the states. For example, if the terror attack happened between the border of the two states or three states, yes, we need to have the cooperation between these three states. So to increase the collaboration and for interstate operations. So recently we discussed about interstate collaboration preserving of animals. Can you give me example? That only. Not lions. Not Odisha. MP and Tamil Nadu. Radio collars to save elephants in MP. So what is the reason why these elephants died in this reserve? So which is that reserve? Name of reserve in MP where 10 elephants died. Starts with B. Bandhavgarh. So what is the reason? Because of toxic food? Not immunity, toxic food. So which millets they had? Code millets. Okay. So here whenever you're talking about interstate collaboration, you can also write this example of security threat. Okay, you can write about this national exercise. And next one here is especially in this exercise you are focusing on modern threats. So we are having like improvised explosive devised threats. So they are using different kinds of explosive device, that is bombs. So because of this we have to know about different kinds of improvised explosive devices they are using, and we have to develop contemporary countermeasures for them. So what are the measures that we had? We have very old outdated technology. So now the threats are increasing day by day because of improvements or developments in science and technology. So we need to have the countermeasures to avoid those kind of threats or to counter those kind of threats. So especially our commandos need to have the information regarding the different kinds of IEDs, which are new IEDs, how we have to counter them. So they need proper training and skill. Skill improvement or skill enhancement is very necessary throughout the life of the people, right? Okay, that is the thing we are focusing, and especially we are also including canine teams, which includes trained dogs. Even dogs plays a very important role in identifying where these kind of bombs are being set. So here we are also including K9 unit, which is focusing on the trained dogs in detecting explosives. And here we are also including more number of dogs, and we are giving more improvised training for them so that it will be helpful for increasing of efficiency in our counter-terrorism efforts. And even we are focusing on skill development on combat scenarios, and especially how we are going for skill development of these commandos through demonstrations, that means they will be practicing, and even through some case studies, and even they will be learning some important technologies from even other countries as well, so that their skill will be getting developed. And next one here is, now government is especially giving support for these commandos and as well as different organizations which are related to this counter terrorism wings, because there is increasing of threats day by day. And next one here is, we are also focusing on future preparedness as well. Especially we are also focusing on training in the future. Especially we are going to come up with the many initiatives such kind, and especially we are focusing on continuous improvement in our operational readiness and as well as effectiveness against terror threats. Okay, let us see some facts regarding this NSG. So there is a high chance of getting question regarding this NSG in your prelims. Okay, it is a specialized force in India. So what is the primary major aim or major mandate of this NSG? It is regarding counter-terrorism activities. And NSG, it is an allied force which will be providing second line of defense. So first line of defense will be provided by Army, Navy and Air Force, which comes under Ministry of Defense. And this is providing second line of defense in our country, where deal with inside the country, it is providing the security. And actually NSG members, they're also called as black cats. Why? Have you seen the uniform of them? Yeah, they will be wearing the black dress, so they are called as black cats because of black drill cotton coveralls and as well as black clavers or black helmets they wear because of the dress, so they are called as black cats. So when it was established, so in 1984, after this Operation Blue Star. So what is this Operation Blue Star? Khalistan movement in India. So where does Operation Blue Star happen, in which temple? Amritsar, in Golden Temple Amritsar, we killed Khalistan leader. So that is called as Operation Blue Star. Under which Prime Minister? Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Okay, so actually this NSG was created by Cabinet Secretariat under National Security Guard Act in year 1986. Okay, so actually why we came up with this, because in other countries they have this kind of organizations where they will be focusing on only counter-terrorism. By that time we don't have that. For example, UK has SAS and Germany is having GSG 9. So in the same lines, in India we came up with this NSG. Okay, and it is coming under Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, so these are some important facts that you have to know. And see this article. India and Japan sign agreement for unicorn mast for naval warships. So it is very, very significant. Why? Very important. So have you ever heard like we are getting any defense from Japan? Yes or no? Yes, have you heard? So what are the equipment that we are getting related to defense? Till now we got from France, Russia, USA, even Israel. But this is the first time we are going to get this defense technology from Japan. So because of this, it is very significant. Okay, you may get a question regarding unicorn mast. So from which country we are going to get this technology? It is from Japan. Unicorn. Yeah, I will show that. It is nothing but naval ship antenna. So this is the naval ship, that is unicorn. So this part, it is called as unicorn mart, and we are going to get that technology now from Japan. Okay, unicorn mart. So here you will be getting a simple question. Unicorn mart is seen in news. So from which country we are getting that? Okay, that is from Japan. Remember this. So this article is important from your science and technology from GS paper 3 and as well as from your Japan-India relations from GS paper 2. So if you are writing about any recent advancements regarding India-Japan relation, you can write from defense point of view, we are getting this unicorn mart technology. So it is related to naval warship sheath antenna. Okay, so this article is saying that India and Japan, they have signed memorandum of implementation for co-development. So we are developing together. India and Japan, they are developing unicorn mart. We are getting technology from Japan, and by using that technology, the development will happen in India. So because of this, we can also achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat in India. That means we are giving boost to our indigenous domestic defense industries. Okay, clear? So we are getting only technology and the development will happen in India. That means we are going for Indianization of defense equipments. Okay, so whenever you are writing about any answer regarding Indianization of our defense, you can also write this example of Unicorn Mart, which is developed in India but technology got from Japan. Okay, so this agreement signed in Tokyo, actually it is the first export of defense technology from Japan to India under 2015 bilateral defense agreement. So agreement had been done in 2015, but in 2024 we are getting that technology. You can see how delay we are making in our agreements. Okay, so actually this is co-developed by Bharat Electronic Limited in India. Bharat Electronic Limited in India. So on this also you may get question if you are writing any state public service examination. So Unicorn Mart is developed by, like they will be saying DRDO, DLRL like that. And it is developed by Bharat Electronics Limited. Okay, so this is that image of unicorn. So here, whenever we are having this kind of technological transfer, so what will be the advantage, guys? Now tell me advantages of technology transfer fast. We can give boost to domestic industries. Apart from that, can we create employment? We can create employment. Next, can we boost our domestic economy? Yes. So in future, can we increase our exports of defense equipment? Next. Okay, we can improve relations between India and Japan. Okay. Next. Can we increase our technology advancements? We are getting technology from developed country, right? So we can also improve our technology in our defense. Next. Come on, think. What happened? Next. Viksit Bharat. Next. Can we say forex reserves? If you are getting that equipment directly from Japan, we have to pay in foreign currency, but now we are developing that. Next. Yes. Okay, we can make a strong defense system. Next. Come on, you can do it. Next. Okay, so actually this is very helpful for improving of strategic partnership between India and Japan. So we will be having very good relations with Japan, and even we can improve our regional security part. And this one is we can enhance our India's maritime capability because it is related to naval sheath. That means we can improve our surveillance in the maritime area. That is, we can improve security in this Indo-Pacific region. And next one here is we will be having our modern warfare requirements. So what are the modern equipments that we need? We will be in a condition of having that as par with the developed countries. And next one here is we can also focus on military exports in our future. And especially we are involving Bharat Electronics Limited. That means we are especially growing self-reliance in defense production. So we can achieve goal of make in India. And as well as we can improve indigenous capabilities as well. And next one here is it will be also having the long-term implications, like we will be developing future defense relations with Japan as well. Okay, and even this will be helpful for creating of employment, that is jobs, technological investments. So other countries will also start investing in our technology of defense, so that it will be helpful for attracting of more foreign investments in our country, so that it will be benefiting our indigenous defense industries. And we can also improve our naval capabilities, so that we can also enhance our deterrence against regional threats. Especially we can also counter China's growing naval presence in Indo-Pacific region. Clear? So wherever you are writing your answer, don't forget China, dragon country. Okay, see this article, guys. Modi leaves for 3 nations tour, likely to sign MOUs with Nigeria. Come on, one more area that you have to focus in the next 1 week. That is, you have to focus on 3 countries and you have to see to which countries he is going. So actually he is going to begin with Nigeria and he will be visiting Brazil, and next one is Guyana. Okay, and next one here is he will be attending second leadership summit between India and Caribbean nation, CARICOM. You have to know about this CARICOM also. So in the next 1 week, you will be getting articles regarding this CARICOM and as well as visit of PM to Nigeria, Brazil and Guyana. And you have to know about why our Prime Minister is going to these countries. So tell me exactly where is Nigeria located? Africa. Okay, so this country is famous for what? Why we have to go for this country? To get something. So what we are going to get from this country? Uh, so which raw material is present in Nigeria? Google it. And what about Brazil? Brazil is located in South Africa, America. Okay. So Brazil is famous for what? Sugar. Apart from this, even we are having the good amount of sugar. We don't have any agreements for sure regarding sugar. Then what we are going to expect in this visit? Huh? So what is this lithium triangle? Lithium triangle? Uh, tell me. So one thing which is very much clear. So Brazil is known for sugar and India is the second largest producer of sugar. So within the sugar, we are not going to have any agreement for sure. But in which areas we are going to have agreement? So think in this way. Hmm? Not for tour, for having MOUs, Memorandum of Understanding. Chile, Peru, I want exactly. For fishes, we also having large amount of coastline. Ah. Now, apart from this, any expectations? Geography? Huh? Coffee. We are also having coffee. Think in this way you have to think. And what about Guyana? Where it is located, Guyana? Then for what Guyana is famous for? So whenever you are reading international relations, first you have to know about the geography of that so and so area and which kind of resources are there. So whether they're advanced, developed country or not. So whether these African countries are developed? No. Do we get any technology transfer from these countries? Are you expecting? No. Do we get any defense equipments? No. Apart from this, we are especially focusing on this Africa for raw materials, guys. So which kind of raw materials we are going to get? So think in this way. Okay, so then only you will be writing a very good answer and you will be understanding why our prime minister, our president, our external affairs minister, everyone who is going to different countries, when why we are having this kind of MOUs, MOAs, MOIs like that. Okay, think in this way and we are going to say this. So think, what about the route of transportation? Is it very near compared to the West Asian countries? No, right? Obviously. Sea route will be very costly. Think. Okay, and even you have to write about this Caribbean nation grouping CARI CARICOM. So just type about this CARICOM and write some details about this CARICOM. And see this article, guys. Over 10 lakh seniors enroll in Ayushman Way Vandana. What is Ayushman Way Vandana? Caribbean islands. They will be connecting those. Chabahar port, not Chabahar. It is in Iran, not in Egypt. Egypt we have Suez Canal. Suez Canal. Okay, think. See the map and see this scheme, guys. Ayushman Way Vandana. So can you guess what are the recent developments in this Ayushman Bharat scheme? 70 plus years they are going to get free 5 lakh insurance without any income. Yeah. So here that scheme is called as Ayushman Bharat. Okay, the name for that scheme, you know what is happening on the background of Ayushman Bharat, but the name of that scheme is Ayushman Vandana. So this article is saying that more than 10 lakh senior citizens who are aged 70 years and above, they have enrolled for newly launched Ayushman Vandana, and they are going to get access to healthcare, free healthcare benefits under this Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana. So just write the scheme name and see the some important features of that scheme. So which are there in news. Already we had a lot of discussions on that. And see this article, guys. Electronically track under trails to cut crowding of jails, SC body. So what is this article? What is the meaning of under trails? Okay, judgment not given, final judgment, but they are in jails. So can you tell me what is the percentage of occupancy rate in our Indian jails? One, uh, 131%. Okay, 131 percentage means what? So the capacity is 100 members, but 131 members are there in jails. So what happens because of this overcrowding of jails? Diseases, lack of sanitation. Next, sharing experiences. Next, decrease in crimes, increase in crimes. Huh? Okay. Group discussions. Okay, I have to complete my class. Okay, Supreme Court came up with a planning of using of electronic tracking devices. So Supreme Court came up with a planning of using electronic tracking devices for under trial prisoners to alleviate this jail crowding in India. So to decrease this jail crowding, so for this under trials, they have to release them and they have to use some electronic tracking devices so that we can track these people outside the jails, so that we can decrease this crowding of people or prisons in the jails. Yeah, chip. So actually the problem here is in India we have occupancy rate is 131 percentage in our jails. So because of this, what happened? There is increasing of crowding in jails. So because of this, we are going to use that. Especially some other countries are successfully using this kind of technique. So why can't we implement that in our India so that we can decrease crowding of prisons, especially to prevent civil liberties and as well as to prevent the misuse of jails. So this article is saying that our prisons are overcrowding. So we have to go for proper management of this pre-trial detection efficiently. So here, because of increasing of crowds, this article is saying that we have to come up with the reforms in our jails so that we can ensure fair treatment of this under trials. Because on these people, that so and so a thing had not been finalized. The final judgment is not given by the Supreme Court. And next one here is we can use some electronic monitoring potential so that we can track these people, so that we can go for better management of these low risk offenders and we can reduce prison populations as well as. And even if we are keeping them in prison, we government need to provide some food also, so that we can also reduce the associated costs regarding this prisoners. And next one here is different countries like US, Australia, they are having efficiently implemented this electronic monitoring. So in the same way, we can use this kind of things in our country because it is tried and tested in other countries. But we don't know like whether it will be properly implemented in our India or not, whether it will be success in India or not. We have to come up with a pilot project so that based on the results, we can go for full implementation in our nation. And next one here is we need even legislative support to implement this kind of new reforms. Like we have to go for introduction of model prisons and correctional services acts so that we can make the step towards modernization of our prison system, because we need to have some innovation solution for sure to prevent this overcrowding of prisons. And even we have to go for legal development. We have to come up with a new type of laws and as well as acts to implement it at a full potential. And next one, even if you are using this kind of tracking technology, it is important that we should not cause any human rights concerns. Okay, and we have to prevent potential abuse, and we have to protect civil liberties. Okay, and even whenever we are reducing this kind of crowding, obviously we can also improve the mental health of the prisoners. That is the thing which mainly said. And see this article, guys. Quarter of world's diabetes are in India. Experts call for urgent reforms for prevention. Quarter means nothing but 1 by 4th or 25%. So if you see here in India, 25% of diabetes patients are there. So what might be the reason? So what is diabetes? Sugar. Okay, there will be high amount of sugar in your blood. So what is the normal range of blood sugar you have to maintain? So what? If you are eating sugar, you will be not getting sugar or diabetes. So tell me, what is the reason of getting this diabetes? Which hormone deficiency? Insulin. Okay. So insulin. So which organ in your body secretes this insulin? Pancreas. Where is this pancreas located? Stomach. Below the stomach. It is like a leaf, like a structure which is present below your stomach, which will be producing insulin. To counter this, which is another hormone opposite to insulin mechanism? Glucagon. Okay. Okay, tell me, what might be the reason that led to the increasing of diabetes cases in India? Think. Yes, lifestyle. What is this lifestyle? We are we are especially moving towards westernization, like whatever the food that we used to eat earlier, we changed our food. Like we are now eating burger, pizzas, etc., which is having high amount of cheese, fat, etc. This is one important reason. Apart from this, sedentary lifestyle. So earlier in India, especially, people used to work in agriculture from morning to evening. They used to work a lot. So because of this, each and every body part used to work. But now we are sitting at a place for minimum 8 to 10 hours. So because of that sedentary lifestyle, sedentary work also, we are not giving proper exercise to each and every body part. Next. So how many of you are climbing stairs? How many of you are like opting for lift? So mostly if there is any lift facility, you will be directly entering into the lift and just press one button. In which floor you want to go, you will be pressing only just one button. So because of this, will you give exercise to your body? Because of that, your body will become very lazy. It is also one important reason. Next. Uh, okay, earlier, if we do have any proper transportation facility, no, only bullock carts. But now, bullock carts and cycle. Cycle you have to ride. Again, you have to give work to your body. But now, cars, vehicles. That too not public transportation. Only private vehicles. We have our own vehicles. So because of all these things, there is increasing of. And even earlier, we used to have only millets. Millets will be there in our shore for diet. But now, only carbohydrates like rice and wheat. So because of increasing of consumption of carbohydrates, that will lead to increasing of blood glucose sugar. And especially if you are consuming wheat daily, you will be having gluten in that. So gluten is one important reason for increasing of diabetes. And if you compare the diabetes in south and north people will be having more amount of diabetes than south, because in north the staple food is wheat. It is having more amount of gluten. Okay, so that is the thing. So see about some details regarding some basics regarding this diabetes. And there is one more article. So see this article, guys. 35% doctors in India feel unsafe while at work, says study. So why these doctors are feeling unsafe at workplace? RJ incident. Apart from that, huh? Only that type, not that type of cases. If somebody dies, the doctor who is treating him, the relatives will come and What they'll do? Scold. Not only scolding, manhandling will happen sometimes. Apart from this, drugs, medicines. Uh, okay, night shifts, very good. Next, long hours of shifts. Next, next. What are the problems? Any medical background, guys? No. Okay. So this article is saying that the recent study reveals 35% of doctors in India, they feel unsafe at work, and there is increased violence against healthcare workers. So especially there is increasing of overcrowding in hospitals, and next one is understaffing, staff is very less, and next one is inadequate security. Because of all these problems, there is increasing of insecurity for the doctors. Okay, you can take example of that Arjikar incident as well. So the first important point here is 35% of doctors, they are feeling unsafety. If you say 35%, is it a small portion? No, it is a very big portion. So because of this report says that we need to take some urgent reforms in our medical places so that we can address this problem of healthcare professionals and we can adequately protect them. If we are not protecting these healthcare workers or these doctors, so can we ensure proper healthcare to the people? No. Can we achieve our sustainable development goal of well-being, that is sustainable development goal 3? No. So if you want to achieve even our sustainable development goal by 2030, that is SDG 3, we need to give protection for this healthcare workers. And next one here is, this article is saying that there is 75% of doctors, they have encountered violence. 75% of doctors, they encountered this kind of violence. So because of this, we need to urgently take some policies regarding addressing of this problem. Especially because of this long shifts, even their mental well-being is affected. Okay, so here whenever the mental health of the doctors is affected, obviously it is having impact on patient care. They will be not giving 100% patient care, so they will be compromising on healthcare of the patients. And next one is, especially this survey is highlighting that risk faced by female doctors is very high. That means there is gender based violence at workplace. So whenever you're talking about workplace violence, you have to remember about this Vishaka guidelines of Supreme Court. So what it said, so we have to maintain a proper committee wherever, if any organization which is having more than 10 workers, if they are including female workers, they have to appoint a committee. In that committee, women should be the part of that, and they have to deal with these cases according to this Vishaka guidelines. But actually, no organization is properly having this type of committee. And next one here is, there are some systemic challenges in our hospitals, like there is overcrowding of hospitals. So if you go to any government hospital, especially famous government hospital, we will be having district specific hospitals, right? If you go there, so there will be overcrowding. So if there is a one patient who is admitted there, so how many attendants will be there? More than 5 or 6. If you take especially gynec hospitals, if there is one delivery case, so the entire family of that girl, entire family of this guy, so they will be there, they will be attending. So there will be more than 10 to 15 people. So that will lead to obviously overcrowding. And one more problem in our hospitals is there is very less staff. Like you can take the work, no, the technical staff and non-technical staff. Like cleaning staff is also very less. And next one is nurses are very less to the patients. So because of this, there is increasing of violence which is happening there. And even there is no proper ensuring of safety. So there is no safety for the bags, no safety for even chappals in the government hospitals because of understaffing. So here we have to address this root causes in our hospitals. And next one here is, even there is no proper adequate facilities as well, especially night duty doctors reveals there is a systemic neglect, especially there are no proper improvements in our infrastructure in our government hospital. You can see that movie of Jawan. In that Jawan, the second scenario was about government hospital. So, though in that movie they showed that one government hospital became the area where the cattle is there, the cattle is guarding. So in that way, if you're not having proper infrastructure, will the people will be trusting these government hospitals? No. So this is also one important problem that we are having. So we have to improve the infrastructure so that we can ensure working conditions of these healthcare professionals there. And next one is we have to take some safety measures as well so that we can control the crowd in these hospitals, so that we can mitigate violence and we can improve our safety protocols in the hospitals. And finally, this article is saying that we need proper enforcement measures and we need to have proper comprehensive safety strategies so that we can protect healthcare workers from violence, so that we can improve the healthcare facilities and as well as we can achieve our sustainable development goal 3, that is well-being. So these are the things which are there in our newspaper. Clear? Any doubts? So these are the important topics that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I'm concluding. Thank you so much guys for watching, and please do like this class, and I'm also sharing daily current affairs quiz and as well as a daily one mains question and also word of the day in our Telegram channel. So please do join that channel. The channel link is given in description box. And don't forget to subscribe to Rathods IS Academy. And we are also providing lots of strategic videos regarding how to prepare for your UPSC prelims and what is the plan for the CSAT, what's the plan for the GS. So please do ensure that you are also watching that videos so that that will be very helpful in your preparation. Thank you so much guys.